Right, going to start at our entrance and then try and move around the property as we go. In the distance you can see the barn and a chicken shed. The barn's quite tumbly downy and been thinking it'd fall down for years, but it hasn't. So that structurally it must be okay, it just looks bad. Here's the remains of the old cow barn, which is really just a load of rubble. I did start trying to repair this corner, put some concrete down on the floor and point up some of the walls, but that's really hard work. The stones are really heavy. Never got very far and eventually gave up. We'll walk around that. Walk around to one corner of the property, which basically is that end corner there where the fence is. Here we have the bee house. Inside there's 5 beehives. It is occupied by bees at the moment in at least one of the hives anyway, because we had a swarm the other day. There's a top bar hive there, horizontal top bar hive, and inside here are 3 are several warray hives. Okay, continuing on. We have the greenhouse at the back of the shed and some raised beds that are being worked on at the moment, cleaning up after the winter. Some compost area. There's plastic sheeting which covers this, but at the moment I've just got it open. This is the back of the garage, and tacked onto that is like a lean-to area, so I can drive the mini tractor under and things. All sorts of stuff in there, rotavator, etc. This is a bit of a wilderness area. It's full of tall weeds and trees, and it goes into the back of the forest. I'm walking along the side of the fence here. We had this fenced for the sheep, basically, when we had the sheep, just to keep them in. It goes way into the forest, a little way anyway. There's some ancient gardening things here that have survived because they're made out of iron, harrow and things like that. Okay, so I think I've reached the fence there. And I'll walk through the back here, through the trees. Right. Again, when we had sheep, this was a homemade gate along this fence post here. We've got all the gear for the electric fence as well. That's what these little prongs are on the side of this fence post that went all the way around the periphery. Quite easy to set up. We've got all of that stuff. just stored away at the moment. Here we've got the back of, originally this was a chicken house, but I then made it into a pig house. So this is the back of it, which is just under the trees. And that was a feeding station for the pigs. Inside there were buckets, and connected to the front and sides of it were the electrical cables that stop the pigs getting out onto the lawn. Go back up into the, it's where it gets a bit hilly, into the forest. Here we had, it should be a straight line, our border here, but we had to use the trees and go around rocks and things here, so we couldn't keep it straight with the fence. You can see some of the actual line for the electric fence is still on. Thought I'd taken all that down, but some of it's still there. In each corner of the property, the property is virtual rectangle, and there are pipes in the ground. I'll come to this one in each corner, so you know exactly where the border is. That's the pipe stuck out there, that's the corner of the property, and there's one of those in each corner. Coming out onto the back lawn, it's quite a large area this, but we'll detour back up here. Over the back of the house here we've got 3 very large mature apple trees that some years produce amazing amount of apples, and made cider from those, and it was absolutely wonderful. We'll come to the vegetable plot, which is to the side of the barn. Now this was originally in 3, but I'm down to 2 sections now. In this section here, which was all raised beds, but just slightly raised beds, I've scattered lots of wildflower seeds. We'll see if that comes up, but that could be put back into production easily. This is one of the other plots. As I say, all just slightly raised beds. And another one. I did crop rotation from one to the other each year so that it kept the soil nice. I've only ever used organic methods, never ever put any chemicals down or anything like that. On the back of here we've got a whole line of rhubarb. I mean, absolute ton of rhubarb on the back of here. A quick look at the state of the barn. As you can see, it's in really bad condition, but inside there's trailers and all sorts of things. Back of the house. This is our well where we get the water from. Very nice water. Not sure how deep it is. This is an old well that I've got a submersible pump in that I use to water the vegetable garden. A couple of chicken houses. You can see our entrance from where we started. So we drive in, got a line of lilac bushes here, so we drive in, usually park where the car is now, and then we can drive, we don't have to reverse out, we can drive around the end of that and then come out on this area here. I get a shot of the front of the house. All the mains electric and the telephone are underground, so you don't see those. Originally there was lines in front of the house, but they were taken down this year. There's an outside tap there. It's a special frost protected tap, so. And then here we have some not wildflowers. This is a huge bed of asters, which is absolutely beautiful. In here is our cesspit, which in several years we've had, there it is, down the bottom there, we've had emptied once. It's quite efficient, never smells. And we've got this corner is some trees. There's a line of pines down that side and some trees just beyond these trees here. That's the other corner, and we have here the washing line, and we're coming back to where we started. Okay, as you see, you can't see any other houses anywhere. Apart from deer, moose, or elk as they call them here, and huge cranes, birds as big as me or bigger, a few foxes, you don't see much else. That's it.